And welcome back guys, and this is Mikeratto and welcome to a new video. For today, we're going to talk about Johnny Nitro, Johnny Spade, Johnny Mundo, John Morrison's heel versus face run. While this guy actually has a lot of names, the various of which company actually joins. While in his first part of his career, WWE named him a lot of names before settling to Johnny Nitro, which later was changed to John Morrison. Now, let's start our video, and don't forget to subscribe to get more notified to my new videos and click on the bell to stay notified. Also, participate on the polls so I know which video I will make next, which you, the audience, will recommend. So here we go. While for Morrison, while his career in the main roster, he started as a heel while he was the assistant of Eric Bischoff while during the times in 2004 something ish, which he was actually there and competing, which at first they settled for a lot of names, and then it ended with Johnny Nitro. But during this run, while he was unfortunate to have success, which he was actually brought to OVW, and he returned in 2005 in SmackDown, while he gained success there with the M&M tag team, which the tag team duo actually won tag team golds, first from Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero, which they have a long title reign, and they were actually the dominant tag team there, and they won the tag team championship more than just one time. And they were this heel faction, which they had this Hollywood type of entrance with Melina. So the M&M tag team is successful, and then for him, he started a singles career, which fortunate for him, he won his first IC title as Johnny Nitro. And then the tag team M&M returned after he lost the tag team championships, and they kind of had a small short reunion before they were disbanded because Mercury has expired this WWE contract and Morrison continued his. And then for that in 2007, he found success in ECW brand, which later on he was the ECW champion. While his ECW title reign, it's actually a good feud with CM Punk, a great feud actually. While Chris Benoit was supposed to be the ECW champion at the time, to be the face of the brand, but unfortunate things happened in real life, and John Morrison took that role, and he became the heel of the ECW brand before they formed CM Punk as the biggest babyface of that brand in 2007. And later on, he was paired with The Miz, which they won tag team championships, and they also had this feud with CM Punk even as a tag team. So the duo win tag team titles, which they actually had a long run from 2007 up to 2009 as a team, which they win championships and then they lost them, and then during this time also the Dirt Shit program for the tag team Miz and Morrison, they did it online, which they actually cut promos on their opponents or their feud tag team, which they cut promos on the Generation X and also on Crime Time, which it's actually a good show if you watch it, and if you rewatch their promos, you will find some of their promos that are actually funny, hilarious, and it's a good thing that they have these platforms to promote themselves as a heel tag team. And then the tag team disbanded because the Miz was actually drafted to Raw, and he turned heel while he was a heel, and then John Morrison turned face because of this, and John Morrison was drafted to SmackDown, which later he was actually the Intercontinental Champion yet again by defeating Mysterio, which at least he won the title. And then in 2010, he was paired with R-Truth. Well, this tag team, they tried to challenge for the tag team championships, but unfortunately for them, they failed. Even at WrestleMania 26, they failed on that match. They were defeated by his former tag team partner, The Miz, and his new tag team partner, The Big Show. And then, yeah, John Morrison in 2010, well, he actually had a lot of rivalries, and he was actually also involved in his feud against Sheamus. King Sheamus in 2010, which Sheamus was once the King of the Ring, and they have this match in TLC 2010 for the number one contendership for the WWE title against his former tag team partner, The Miz, which Morrison won, and then he failed to win the tables match against The Miz. And then The Miz has his program with John Cena. And for WrestleMania 27, well, John Morrison was actually in the intergender match, which, well, they won the said intergender match, and then John Morrison challenged for the title at Extreme Rules for the WWE title, which he failed. But it was memorable because of his Starship Pain from the steel cage, so yeah, he performed still. But his career, well, it ended in the WWE in 2011 when Miz attacked him from the ramp, from the entrance ramp, and he focused on the indie circuit. He performed with Lucha Underground, in TNA, and many more independent circuits company that, well, he had a lot of matches there. And then, yeah, I won't discuss much more about the independent scene. Well, yeah, because I'm not sure about any of those, but he actually competed there and win a lot of titles such as world championships with different companies, which, yeah, it was a good accomplishment for him. And, well, he returned in the WWE in 2020 as a heel. When he returned, they feuded with the New Day because The Miz turned heel when he returned. It was actually the night The Miz turned heel that he returned, and then they actually had this feud with the New Day, and then, well, he was actually destroyed by Brock Lesnar in the Royal Rumble. And then they continued their feud with the New Day, winning the tag team championships later in the process, and then losing the tag team titles yet again back to the same team. And then the tag team of Miz and Morrison, well, they actually did the dirt shit again, which, well, they had a lot of promos now in the ring instead of the usual web. And then they actually made a music video, Hey Hey Ho Ho, if anyone remembers it. And then they feuded with Braun Strowman for the Universal title, which they failed. And then, well, they tried to win their tag team titles back. But fortunately for his tag team partner, The Miz, he won the Money in the Bank briefcase. And for John Morrison, well, he was the backup of The Miz now. And then that's what he's doing per now. Like, there were this tag team who's doing comedic things on the WWE, while most of the heels actually do comedic things, like Chris Jericho in AEW, while so many more to mention actually. Well, yeah. So, what is it for his heel and face run that I actually like? Well, most of his career, he actually did it with a heel run in the WWE. Well, he had face runs in other companies, but I did not involve in this video. Well, yeah. And also his OVW stuff, I did not involve in this video because I actually focus on the main roster. And yeah, it is understandable that you will like him as a heel because, well, even though he had this face turn, well, I see that he has more success as a heel tag team type of guy, which, well, he won tag team championships. and even the IC title as a heel. So yeah, well, that's it for this video, and thank you for watching. And again, this is Mikeratto. And again, like this video, subscribe, comment down below, share, subscribe. Thank you and peace.